Alright, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, we got an Overwatch related video, or I should say Overwatch discussion video. And that discussion is going to be about this post on Reddit. What would you say are the 3 best non-ultimate abilities? Now, this is going to be a very interesting topic because there's a lot of abilities in this game. Every character has at the minimum, I want to say 3, right? I think Roadhog had 2 prior to the rework. But now everyone has 3, I believe. Yeah, everyone has at least 3 non-ultimate abilities. But yeah, I'm curious to see what people think. And personally, I don't have all the non-ultimate abilities listed out. But off the top of my head, I will say Ana Nade's definitely got to be up there. Stopping the other side from healing is insane, especially when you put it on a tank. While also being able to put it on yourself and heal way more and heal like 40 immediately HP. So I think Ana's anti-nade is definitely going to be up there at some point in most of this discussion. But if we look at the poster and what he said, he thinks Life Grip is up here, Suzu, and 3, Winston Bubble. Winston Bubble is definitely really cracked. First comment here is we got Bionic Nade, Suzu, and Immortality Field. Yeah, Immortality Field is absolutely game-changing. Literally, you can't die if you're in that field unless they shoot it down. So they're having to focus on that field, and you're having to focus on them. You get an extra second or 2 to really do some damage. Follow-up comment is, yup, easily the three strongest CDs in the game, and I don't even think it's close. I'd argue Res is stronger than Immortality Field now. Players have accustomed themselves to destroying it over the years, but somehow people still haven't figured out that the enemy team has a mercy. In all honesty, I think Res is definitely top 3. Now, I don't know what I'd put it over. I guess maybe Immortality Field. But the fact that a tank can die and Mercy can just say, yep, let me bring that tank back to life, is so crazy to me. Like, it is an absolute game changer when Mercy can get her res off. Ana Nade has to be top 3 at least. And yeah, it's so useful. I mean, even though it's every 12 seconds, it's definitely really useful. I agree that Winston Bubble is extremely powerful, maybe even underrated as far as single abilities go, but it can't be top 3. Bionic Nade and Suzu are unquestionably top 2 in my opinion. You know, I know Suzu's good, but is Suzu really better than the Winston Bubble? So if we're thinking about what Suzu counters, obviously it's anything that is like a status effect. So Ash's Burn, or even the Bionic Nade in general. What are some effects that it really goes in on? Oh, Junker Queen's ult. You know, now that I'm thinking of ults, dude, that would also affect Lil Yachty's ult, which is weird that she has a DPS ult. But still, like, these are things that, yeah, it definitely does change a lot. But also, even if you didn't want to get rid of a status effect, you could make them invincible for 0.5 seconds or whatever the hell it is, and then heal them. Yeah, Suzu's definitely really cracked. I don't really play support too often. I kind of just let people heal me, and I noticed a lot that Mercy and Ana I love as my healers, because for one, the nano, and 2, Mercy being able to proc you is insane. Res, Nade, Suzu. Yeah, the Nade and the Suzu are seemingly like the most common answers. You know, one thing I feel like is not being talked about is a defensive matrix by D.Va. I think that's a huge game changer. Like, if you put that, you know, in a vacuum as just an ability to have, I think that's a serious problem for most players, right? You know, of course, Symmetra, you know, and the likes of her with the beams can counter that, but defensive matrix is still really good. Supports aside, I like this right here. Junkrat's Mines not only gives some vertical and horizontal mobility, can also deal up to 120 damage, give some crowd control, and even throw the enemy and the own Junkrat out of the map. Supports aside, I'd say Matrix. Yeah, defensive Matrix. Ice Wall, really? Ice Wall? I don't know about that. I mean, it can be extremely useful, no doubt about it, but I'd rather have Winston's Bubble than Ice Wall. I don't agree with the Ice Wall one. I think Winston's Bubble is definitely better. Fortify's cracked. Yeah, Fortify's definitely up there. I don't know. Personally, I think Winston's bubble is way better than Ice Wall. I also put Sigma's Grasp at 3, but I think Fortify is simply better. The damage reduction is nice, but immunity to CC is absolutely busted. Yeah, Fortify's ability I did not even think about. Nade, sleep, and everything Ana provides. I mean, yeah, sleep is really good, but I don't think sleep's better than Fortify. Like, if you took the two side by side and say which one's better, Fortify or sleep, I want Fortify, dude. It's just, you take so much less damage and you don't get bumped and shit like that like other people do. Like, you are legit, and you also counter Sigma's ultimate, by the way, which is really crazy. But dude, Fortify's really good. I don't think it's best, but everyone sleeping on Life Weaver Petal, yeah, that's definitely not the best, and people are gonna sleep on it in a discussion of what's the best, because it's definitely not the best. May ult can escape. Orisa ult, hard counter. Do more Sigma ult, broke with flower. Give Bastion ulting cast / shoulder high ground, no problem. Yeah, but it's not top 3 is the whole point of the discussion, is what is top 3. The Petal is definitely not top 3. Rez, why is nobody saying this? Question mark. Or I'm phrasing it as a question. I don't need to add the question mark. I keep doing that in my videos. It's literally a mini ult. In Overwatch 1, pros use mass res to revive a single person or 2 to keep a number advantage. In Mortality Field 2, if timed correctly, it can and will counter multiple ults, which is very true. May as well be a second life for anyone inside. 3 is Defense Matrix, can block an infinite amount of damage, crucial cooldowns, and entire ults. Yeah. Honorable mentions is Suzu, of course. Discord, that's a new one, but you know, it is really powerful. Life Grip, fair enough. Ice Wall, Anti, and Sleep. While these are all amazing, they're not guaranteed to get insane value like the above. They require perfect timing or can easily be blocked. Yeah, I'm with this one. Rez is definitely top 3 in my opinion. The fact that you can literally bring a tank back from the dead will literally shift the tides of battle. Unless they're absolute dog water, then rezzing them is pointless. So as I continue to go down in this discussion, Ana's Sleep and Nade, or her Nade, is the most common answer. And Kiriko Suzu is extremely common. Baptist Lamp, definitely common. There hasn't really been any unique since, which has got me thinking, let's take a look at some of the abilities. You know, no one's really talking about this, but the jump hack on Winston as a non-ultimate ability is fucking cracked. Like, no one is talking about that, which is interesting to me, because jump hack versus Suzu, maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like, dude, being able to jump as far as he does, you put that again in a vacuum on a character, that shit is crazy. Wrecking Ball, I mean, is the rolling around an ability? Yeah, rolling is an ability. You know, I feel like there's so many arguments you could make for a lot of these. Even going into who was I thinking about before? Even going into Genji, looking at his deflect is really insane. It is essentially a get out of jail free card if you're not playing against a beam-like character. Now, I'm not saying it's top 3, but it's not being talked about at all, which I guess I understand that Petal comment even more now, because, like, why is it not being talked about? Bastion's configuration into Assault is a cracked ass ability. Like, without that ability, Bastion's dog shit. He is absolute dog shit without that ability. Like, that ability is a crutch, as opposed to Kiriko without Suzu. Like, yeah, it hurts her a lot, but I'd argue it's not as much of a crutch as Bastion's assault ability is to him. Like, nobody mentions Bastion's assault ability. It goes insane. So I don't know. I might, you know, have this discussion and say, hey, why not Bastion's assault ability, or why not Mercy Res for maybe most of them, or Winston's jump pack? You know what I mean? Like, there's so much. Or Wrecking Ball's rolling thing. Like, you could argue that part of the 3 best non-ultimate abilities. You know, I feel like a lot of people here went support, understandably so. You know, I'm not even going to disagree with it, but I think that this discussion, I don't know, like, there's a lot to it because there's so many abilities. But ultimately, I think the most common answers are definitely Bionic Nade, Suzu, and Immortality Field, along with Mercy Res very often. Honestly though, let me know what you guys think. Like, there is a lot of abilities in this game, and there's probably some I didn't even mention. You know, Doomfist, his jump as well, but it's not as good as Winston's jump pack. Winston's jump pack is absolutely gnarly. Let me know what you guys think though. I'm really curious to see your guys' answers. You guys know my thoughts, and you know the subreddit's thoughts, but let me see some of your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching. This is Always Been Different. All we've been different, and we out.